Good evening, everybody, and happy Monday. Another week with Boss FM. You already know it's your boy Jesse. Let's get it going.
Wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Wake the streets up.
Well, it's Monday. It's already a new start of a week. Hope you guys have a great week, and we are so happy that you are going to start your Monday off watching us, Boss FM. So let's just get right into it. A Missouri polls supervisor was recently passed away shortly after the election. The supervisor had tested positive for COVID-19 and was still working at the polls during the time. His ID is being held as unidentified due to legal reasons, so nobody could know his name at this moment. It was told that he had tested positive since October 30th, but he had refused to self-isolate for 2 weeks as he was instructed to by the county last Thursday. In Blanchard Park Memorial Hall, it was said that over 1,800 people had casted their ballots, but officials have said that it is highly unlikely that people had come in contact with the supervisor. It is uncertain to know that if his passing was due to the virus or through natural causes as well. Moving on to Arkansas, as the police chief has been relieved of his duty because he had called for violence against Democrats shortly after the election had been announced, and he did this over social media. Lane Holland, the police chief, who was roughly in charge of over 1,300 people of the city of Marshall, had drawn outrage by local residents and also people outside of the community. Over his social media, it was said that he had repeatedly called for violence against Democrats and continued to post one conspiracy theories and also said that the election was quote unquote stolen. Holland had posted on Prowler, a site that is popular with conservatives, and it is basically their version of Twitter. One of his posts has said, quote, "Death to all Marxist Democrats." He also continued his post by saying, "Take no prisoners, leave no survivors." And on top of that, he also submitted an image that had Hillary Clinton and former President of the United States, Barack Obama, in prison jumpsuits. And under the picture, he had written the caption saying, "I pray all those in that picture hang on the gallows and are drawn and quartered. Anything less is not acceptable." Marshall Mayor Kevin Elliott had issued a statement on Saturday saying that Holland has since been resigned from his position and he was affected immediately. In election news, the election has finally concluded, and we already know who the next president-elect is going to be this come January in 2021. President Trump started saying, if we were up by a lot at one point and our numbers started dwindling down. He also stated that the websites that had all the polling, such as Associated Press, CNN, any place that had the results of the poll, were phony, and it really gave the momentum to Biden, which is why he won. The president also went on to talk about the case where he sued and had observers put into place, and went on to say that voting by mail is corrupt, as he questioned the litigation of the entire process. And this is where it starts to get a little sad in a way. He said that some poll workers blocked the view of the observers so they couldn't see what they were doing. He then continued on to question if the whole entire process was legit. But at the end, he lost. And as he exited out the podium, one of the reporters shouted out, "Are you a sore loser?" Which I think everybody took from it and highlighted it because it was all over my feed. You lost, bro. Like, come on. But we all know one team that did not lose, and that is Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the 2020 champs. Again, I have to slide that one in. But everybody knows the whole entire case that has been going on with Justin Turner. And as a refresher, after Game 6, he had been removed from his position and from the entire game because his COVID test had came out positive. So he had to isolate in a room that was inside the Dodger clubhouse, but not where everybody's sitting around. It's kind of like one of those training facilities that they put him in to quarantine throughout the time before he had left. Because of that, it was said that he had refused the commands by Major League Baseball and was since put in under investigation because of his actions leading to him going onto the field instead of being inside his room, and also taking off his mask to pose for a picture with his team. Because of that, Major League Baseball and Commissioner Rob Manfred had done an investigation of the entire thing. And Rob Manfred had said in the statement there was a miscommunication between both sides, saying Justin Turner had received acceptance to go onto the field by some Dodger employees, and then somebody. So basically, he said, she said thing. Rob Manfred then went on to say that there will be no punishment to be held against Justin Turner for his actions, but because of his actions, there have been 9 players from the Los Angeles Dodgers who have tested positive for COVID now because of that, and also 1 family member. So, as a quote from one of my brother that used to tell me when I was growing up, he said, "Every action that you do has a consequence, and because of the actions Justin had done on the field, it's going to result in more people getting sick, and it's just going to continue. It's going to be the continuous cycle." Okay, everybody, it is King of the Day. It is where we like to highlight on Mondays men who have exceeded excellence within the community. And today's king is going to be Al Roker. Pretty sure everybody's seen him because the man's an icon. Well, 2 days ago, it said that he went on CNN to tell the world that he had been diagnosed with prostate cancer. As he battles with the serious cancer, he will be helping other males in preventing this and or helping them through this. So with that, Al Roker, you have been nominated King of the Day. Congratulations for all that work you have done in the past and the work that you're going to continue to do with bringing awareness to prostate cancer. With that being said, that is it for our Monday evening news. Thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to tune in tomorrow evening at 8:30 p.m. And do not forget to tune into our morning show at 10:30 a.m. for some entertainment news with Boss FM. As always, if you would like to rewatch our show, they're going to be on replay on our Boss FM app as well as our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in. It's your boy Jesse G. Hope you guys have a great day.
Come on, wake the streets up. Yeah. Okay.